Unfortunately, lately I've had some health problems, and I've also had a death in the family. So we've been very, very slow about getting videos turned out. We have not disappeared. We are still here, and we are still doing videos. Today we are at a Florida gun shows, again here in Dade County, Florida. And we're going to go inside, look at a lot of guns, and have a good time. Hey everybody, this is a Beretta 686. Now, the reason why I stopped to look at this particular gun, personally with over and unders, I don't tend to shoot them very well, but that's me. But here's something that's very important that a lot of people don't think about when they look at a shotgun, and that is the way the shotgun fits your face. When you pull up quickly to take a shot, if you see this part, the comb, and you can't see the bead on the end of the barrel, you're going to shoot low every single time. If you look and you can see from the comb all the way up the barrel and the bead, you're going to shoot high every single time. So in other words, where your face hits on the buttstock, your eye has to be at a point where you see right here at the back of the barrel and just the bead. And if it comes like that, you're going to be on target. You're going to be shooting what you want to aim at. So that's something really beautiful about the stock on this gun. This cheek pad will adjust in height, okay? And that will help it to fit your face a lot better. It's a beautiful piece, and as you can see, the finish on it is just gorgeous. So this is the Beretta 686. It's beautiful. It's 12 gauge over and under. So if you're looking for a shotgun, that's a beauty right there. All right, Beretta also did something a while ago where when they put their stocks on the gun, they would sell you a set of shims that would allow you to change the angle on the stock just slightly. That's on some of their older guns, but this one actually has the adjustable cheek pad on it, which I think is particularly cool. Okay, so check this out. These are M1As, all right, which are basically it's the same action as an M14. That's the rifle that came in between the M1 Garand and the M16. Okay. So the M14 was a wonderful battle rifle. It's heavy, so you can use it as a stick when you need to. It's a good gun. These things function really, really well. Of course, I have one because, you know, I have to have everything I can get my hands on because, you know, I'm at a gun show and, oh well. All right, so anyway, what I wanted to talk about is actually the predecessor to these guns, and that's the M1 Garand. Okay, we're going to see one later today that is really, really cool. I talked a little bit about the CMP, which is the Civilian Marksmanship Program, and through them, you can purchase a reconditioned M1 Garand that is, I'm telling you, they're just gorgeous. They also have something they're calling a reclaimed M1 Garand, and what that is old drill rifles. What they would do with the drill rifles to make sure that nobody could put a round in them, they'd put a little bit of weld inside the chamber so you couldn't put a bullet in the gun physically, it wouldn't go in. So these were used for, like, you know, drill teams and stuff, you know, all that stuff. So the CMP is taking these in and they are reworking the receivers. Now they're going through the whole process. They redo the heat treat on them so that they're safe. They're completely safe. They fix any damage that's wrong with them, and these reclaimed guns are available, and we will be looking at one later today. I think you're going to be impressed. Hey, Bill 1911, you know, we kind of live in a world of the black gun thinking. You know, everybody wants the AK platform or the M16 platform, and you know, there's actually an artistic quantity that we don't often look at. So what we're looking at today is some custom guns. Some of these are gold plated, some of them are just really beautiful. Okay, I mean, take a look at these things. All right, they're heavily engraved, they're really beautiful, they've got different finishes on them. And you know, this is some pretty spectacular artistic stuff that's done with firearms. Stuff.
Let me show you so you can talk about it.
Okay.
Brand new collection. Okay.
Okay.
El Alamo.
Okay.
This is when Santa Anna came in with 3,000 men against 135 Americans, and the Americans, Davy Crockett was there, Bowie was there from the Nines. eventually it was a massacre.
Crockett was killed, Bowie was killed.
And that's when well, Barrett was the commander.
Yep.
What happened is it caused a lot of problems and commotion. And then what you got was the United States of America. It became the Mexican-American War because that was big. Houston, the General Houston, caught Santa Ana in one of those states over there close by, which is now like Houston. And at the end of the day, in the American-Mexican War, the day that the Mexicans surrendered, America was going to surrender the day before, and they waited one day, and the Mexicans surrendered, and we took over in a deal with them from Louisiana up all the way to the Minnesota to the west coast to the Pacific. That's why it comes from sea to shining sea. Long history.
That's good history. Thank you for that. And this is it.
All right,
I just did that.
That represents it.
I designed that, and now it's coming out 1 of 300.
So what do you do? What's your website?
Decor Emporium.
Okay.
There
you go. All right.
.com.
.com, yeah.
If you look right here, okay, there you go. There's the logo. Yep. And as you can see, I mean,
now, all
this
these
is
are collections.
artistic.
All these are collections also.
Even a lighter. You even got a Colt lighter.
That's a Colt lighter. That's a right now. The only time you can get that, if anything, that I've seen is an auction over 600, and they're used.
Wow.
I got 2 of them right now.
Nice.
I don't know anybody else that has them.
And it's on a pedestal.
Yes, he has his own Colt pedestal.
That's very
24 karat gold electroplate.
Beautiful.
And there's one other thing that I noticed that most people will overlook. There are actually 13 1911s in this case right here.
Yeah, but you know what? The one I like the most is that Beretta 92F.
Yeah, I know. Yes, you and your Beretta. 1911 all the way. I mean, that's
You got more rounds.
Beretta's really nice.
Yeah,
it's
in case,
gorgeous.
if you miss,
That's another history.
If you need the 8th or 9th shot, you got it there.
Yep. Well, thank you for showing us these things.
Well, you get 9 shots out of 10 shots out of the 38 Super.
Right.
Oh, okay, that's
And it's
true.
Colt.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like it a
The
lot.
45 is the only one that you get 7 and 1.
I like that one. The
I've
black
got
and the
one
gold.
that I
That's
chambered in
beautiful.
9mm.
Yeah.
And it shoots pretty well. So, all right, so this is what we got here. So this shows you that it doesn't have to be the black gun, okay? You can make these things beautiful.
And what's with this gun polish here?
Okay, well, now, I tried this stuff, all right?
Yeah.
And I used this cream on the headlights on my Jeep.
Oh,
okay?
really?
And it actually cleared them up an awful lot. I only applied it one time. So this stuff really works and works well.
Wow.
So
That's great.
It's beautiful stuff. But take a look down here. Okay? I mean, it's beautiful. They've got just some beautiful art here. So
Is
your gun
that a
doesn't have to be ugly.
Is that a peacemaker?
It looks like one. Actually, it looks kind of like a Ruger, but I'm not certain. It could be a Colt. Okay. I don't know. It looks like a peacemaker. It looks good.
This is 32 millimeter. It's done in 24 karat gold engraved. This is the gun that Dillinger carried on him the night that they killed him
Yeah.
at the movie theater.
Yeah, that one hurts my feelings. that Dillinger got shot.
You should carry that as your sidearm today because of your matching shirt.
All right. So, well, there we have it. Okay. My cameraman has turned me on to a series on TV called Yellowstone. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with it. Now, I haven't seen it yet, and I'm looking forward to it. There's one that starts in 1883 that my cameraman has driven me nuts with so far, telling me 1883, 1883, okay, I get it, 1883, that's when it starts. There's also one that's 1923, okay? So we're gonna be watching these, and some of the guns that they use, we're gonna take a look at right now, okay? Now these are Henrys, these are lever action. We got some 22s here, we probably got some 357s, even some 30-30s. And maybe if we look hard enough, we might find a 45-70. But as you can see, they're beautiful guns, and they've really made a comeback in recent days. A lot of people are really starting to get interested again in these old lever action guns. Now, one of the things about these is they're very light, okay? They're easy to take into the woods with you if you're going to hunt, because they are light. They make great brush guns. So, personally, I'm kind of a fan of mine in 30-30. Mine is a Marlin, okay? It's a Marlin 386. I can't remember now. Anyway, it's a Marlin 336. My brain just checked out. I have a Marlin 336. This one is an 1892 action, okay? Now it's got these two bars that come up and lock the bolt into place. This is the 1892 action, all right? So this one's a Rossi, okay? I also have a Rossi that's in 357 Magnum and shoots quite well.
Hey, so what is this? It's your bed? Is it comfy? Yes, it's a comfy bed, isn't it? Very cool.
Okay, cameraman was looking at these guns and he saw this 1022 and he said, well, it looks really similar to this one. What's the difference? Well, first thing I'm going to show you is the magazine well on this. You see how wide and long that is?
Yeah.
That's because this fires the 7.62 by 39 cartridge. Ooh. Okay? Wow. So this is called a Mini 30, all right? This is a 1022. This shoots 22 long rifle. Yeah, the shape is similar, but this is a pretty decent gun right here.
Isn't that the AK-47 round?
Well, yeah, that round was developed for the AK-47, but honestly, ballistically, it's almost identical to the ballistics on a 30-30 round. So it's a very good little brush gun round. You can take it into the woods, and if it nicks a leaf, it's probably going to go right through the leaf and probably won't alter the direction that much. Remember, it's a 147 grain bullet on that 7.62 by 39. That's almost 150 grains. So that's what you're shooting out of the 30-30 is a 150. So it's pretty much the same bullet weight. So this is the Mini 30. All right.
What's the difference?
Okay,
that one and
now,
this one.
We just talked about the Mini 30 and 7.62 by 39. You look over here, you have a pretty much, other than the fact that it's stainless, it's an identical looking rifle, okay? But this one shoots the 5.56 NATO cartridge, all right? So you look underneath, and it's still got that long magazine well, okay? But this one shoots a different round. This one shoots your 5.56, and this guy shoots your 7.62 by 39. This is the Mini 30, and this is, I believe they're still calling it a ranch rifle. No, they're calling this one a Mini 14. All right, so there you go. I don't know a lot about this gun. This is called a Vector. You'll actually see these sometimes in video games, believe it or not. I'm trying to think of the one, I believe it's Call of Duty. No, it's not. It's Ghost Recon. In one of the Ghost Recon video games, they actually have these Vectors in that game. I don't know a lot about them. I think they're 9mm. Yeah, it says so right there on the tag. But other than that, I don't know much about them.
What a stop.
Billy boy!
How are you?
What's going on, brother? I moved.
How you doing?
I moved. I left the county over there.
I see that.
Hey everybody, Bill 1911. I'm here with Mike.
How you doing?
We've talked to Mike before, but Mike had something here I was kind of interested in. This guy here. Tell us about this gun.
This is a Beretta ARX 100. You don't see these quite often. This is fully ambidextrous. You could put the charging handle on either side. The mag release on either side as well. This is what the Italian military use and law enforcement use. Very light compared to others, let's say, rifles in this class. And it's just a collector's item. I mean, again, if you walk the show here, this is probably the only one. It's a beautiful piece here.
What caliber?
It's a 5.56 223. It takes the same magazines as a regular AR-15. But the beauty about this is that this is 100% fully ambi. Either way you could go, and everything switches from one side to the other.
Are you familiar with the Tabor rifle?
Yes, I am.
It's a bit heavy.
Yes.
But it's an amazingly innovative gun. I really like the Tabor a lot. But I haven't shot one of these. Have you shot it?
I have, yes.
How's it?
It shoots. It's a very soft shooter. It's almost It reminds me of a Tavor. I have a Tavor on the table as well, but it's accurate. It's accurate, like let's say a good AR-15 overall. And you know Beretta. Beretta is the oldest gun company out there.
Yeah.
Okay. They do make things of a high quality, and they have always met my expectations. Bottom line. I mean, I don't think I ever owned or shot a firearm that they made that I disliked.
Yeah, we were looking at the Beretta a little while ago, a shotgun, and the comb on the, or not the comb, the stock, the cheek pad is actually adjustable on it, which is really good because not everybody has the same distance between their shoulder and their cheek when they get down on the gun. So if you can see the entire barrel and the bead at the end, you're going to shoot high. If all you can see is the comb and you can't see the bead, you're shooting low.
I haven't shot that one. Have you shot that one before?
I have not, but that's just the nature of shotguns. The shotgun really needs to fit you if you're going to do any fast shooting, like if you're pheasant hunting or dove hunting. You've got to come up on target and shoot quickly. It has to come to aim point every time. And so with that adjustable cheek pad, and that's something I haven't seen on shotguns before, and that's something that Beretta came up with.
Very nice.
So it's it's not a new concept, but it's the first one I've actually seen on a shotgun.
I think they take, they're one of those types that don't cut corners.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to try to find exactly what it's need. They're not going to overdo it. I've seen some guns that are made and you need to say, it's a monstrosity, like what else are you going to put on this? Exactly. But this is the way it's put together. It's amazing. You don't find these anymore out there. It's in immaculate condition. This one has never been shot, but I have fired these before in the past as well.
What do they run for?
Well, technically, I have this one for 15. However, it comes with your optic on it, but the regular MSRP is anywhere between 15 to 18. You could find some used, maybe in the $1,200, $1,300 market or so. However, you don't see many of them used.
Right.
Try to look for them. Most people that own these, once they own it, it's a keeper.
Collector's item.
Absolutely.
I would imagine it'd be more common in Europe as well.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, the military to this day still uses it. There's a reason for that, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just one of those. But this definitely is something that if it doesn't sell, I'm not going to worry too much because I'll probably just keep it for myself. It's one of those items, and this Colt here, let me just show you this here. This one here is one of my favorites here. This is an M2012. This is a competition Colt bolt action in 308 fluted barrel. This gun comes with a Night Force optic on top.
Oh, it's a nice optic.
Yep. This is an Atlas, which alone is quality. But the way this gun is put together, it is amazing. I actually own this gun. I decided to put it up for grabs. I shoot this gun with my eyes closed at 500 yards, 700 yards without an issue whatsoever.
Where do you go for that?
Well, for 500 yards, I go to the Homestead Training Center.
Okay, yeah.
Which is amazing. Then if you want to shoot 700 and over, there's a place in Ocala. I cannot pick the name on it, but it goes up to 1,000 yards out there. Wow. So I haven't taken this baby out there, but I just have not had the time to shoot as much as I would like.
Well, I'll tell you a little secret. The difference between shooting at 700 yards and shooting at 1,000 yards is like night and day.
Oh, yes.
It's very different. It's much more difficult. Let me show you something interesting, if I may.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, if you take a look. Okay, let's see if we get a close up right here. You see this level here? Okay, why is that bubble level important on this gun? Okay, when you're shooting at long range, if you're a little bit off level, when you get 1,000 yards down range, you're going to get a huge deflection because that barrel is no longer lined up with your sights. Okay, so it's important that the gun is level when you cut loose. All right?
Very cool.
Very good.
Good little tidbit.
Yep. This is one other thing here. Have you seen one of these in a while? A Colt Woodsman.
Oh, look at
I
that.
have not seen a Woodsman in years.
That's 22.
That's a 22. It's check this one out. Look at this baby here. It's nice shooter, beautiful button.
For those of you that don't know the Colt Woodsman, this little button right here It's probably the most important button on this gun. You are not going to get this gun back together without that button. And if you try, you will find out. Okay, so I'm just telling you right now that a Colt Woodsman, it's a nice little gun. It's a very light 22.
Looks like a Luger.
Yes,
It does. It has that same concept, but if you look at the difference in the rake on the handle on this one versus this guy down here, why is that? Okay, I'm going to explain. Okay, it has to do with if your hand is down here, it's at one angle. When you bring it up here, the angle changes a little bit when it comes up to your line of sight. This is made to be sighted, so it's fully up right in front of your eye. These guys are actually made to shoulder shoot. It's point and shoot. Okay, you're not sighting as much as you are pointing, because this is a knock you down gun. Okay, and this is a pinpoint accuracy gun. So that difference in the rake and handle does make a difference when you're shooting.
And that firearm is over 70 years old right there.
It sure is.
That's a 1953, that
Don't
one.
point it at him.
1953. Beautiful, beautiful piece right there.
Oh, careful.
So it's definitely a great piece to have. And you know it better than I do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was a gunsmith, and I got one of those
What do
come
you mean
in.
you were?
Okay, okay. I'm a
It
gunsmith.
still is.
I had one of those come into my shop years ago, and I just went nuts trying to get that thing back together before I discovered what the magic button does. So if you get one of these, remember the magic button, because you're not putting it back together without it.
And where is it again?
Magic button is right there.
Right in front of sight. Yep.
And
All right.
I'll tell you right now, he tells the truth.
Yep.
The person that I got this from said the same thing. He said, without this button, it's just parts.
You're not
all right,
getting
that's
back
all it is.
together.
That is correct. That is correct. Well, like your family, whenever you want, stop by and I'll show you everything we have. I want to thank you personally for what you do for the community.
Wow.
Okay, bringing the exposure out there, shedding light to the Second Amendment overall. You know.
Yep.
And the ability to educate others as well. I watch your channel and I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
And not only do you show, you educate, and I think that's what's important.
I try to.
No, well, you do. I took hair lessons from you, right?
Okay.
I know it's better to be bald than anything else. We think better that way, right?
That's true, yeah.
So that's it.
Well, I don't know. I think what it is that we have such huge, big brains.
That's exactly what it is.
The heat generated by all that intelligent
It burned off the hair.
burns the hair right
That's
off.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Well, we nothing but love and respect.
The other side is.
What's your website?
Well, it's just if you want, show you everything there.
Okay, cool.
Miami Tactical Supply and Services.
Okay.
We're local in Miami. We're a local business. We're an 07 FFL, and pretty much we're here to also help educate. And if we don't have it, we'll help you find it.
So you're in between Coral Reef Drive and off of 137th?
I'm close to Miami Zoo.
Miami Zoo.
The Miami Zoo area.
Okay, you're in the Metro Zoo area?
By the Metro Zoo area.
Okay, great.
So yeah, feel free, give us a call and swing by, and like I said, mi casa su casa.
Well, I think we're going to come by your shop one of these days.
One of these days for sure.
See your
One of these days
business.
for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. Remember,
Thank you.
God made a few perfect heads. The rest of them he covered with hair.
There, that's right. That's right.
Okay, so we got another one video shot, and we're having a good time today. I hope you guys learned a lot and saw a lot that you like. The next gun show is November 1st and 2nd. All right, and that's here at the Dade County Fairgrounds, the convention center in here, and we'll see you there next time. Okay, now we said we were going to show you an M1 Garand from the CMP program, and we actually have one available here to look at. We did take it out of the box this morning before we went and shot the gun show. But other than that, this thing really hasn't been out of the box. So we're going to take a look at this thing. This is the way it came from the CMP, and I think you're going to be impressed. Okay, now there's a very happy guy around here who owns this. He really, really likes it. Okay, now let's start out right here. Okay, in this, when you get this from the CMP, they of course send you a receipt and stuff, but they also send you something else in here, okay? And that is a certificate of authenticity. This tells you where the gun came from, okay, and shows you what it is you're doing, okay. So that's kind of cool. It also comes with a manual on the gun, okay. It tells you about the U.S. rifle caliber 30 M1 rifle. It comes with a clip, okay. Now, this is actually a clip, not a magazine. You stack 8 rounds in this clip, and then you load it in the top of the gun. Okay, now this is what the clip looks like when it is loaded with 8 rounds of ammunition, okay? And this will fit right down through the magazine on the gun. Well, now we're not going to have this in the gun, and we're going to remove this now from where we are working with this gun to prevent any problems. Now right here, if you'll take a look in the case, this is the seal for the Civilian Marksmanship Program, okay? And this comes in the case. Now this case did come with this rifle. They ship it in this case right here. All right, so let's take a look at the rifle. Now if you look, this stock is absolutely pristine. It's gorgeous. All right. The rifle came with a CMP chamber flag on it. You can see on the clip it says CMP right on that, okay? Now this you stick in the chamber, and this way you verify that there's no ammunition in this gun, all right? So, we looked down the bore earlier and it looks good, okay? The action to me is a little dry, so it's going to want to be lubricated a little better than this. Especially down here in South Florida where things are so darn humid. Okay, now with this, if you push this follower down, it will allow the bolt to go forward. You do not want to get your thumb in between that bolt and the breech because it is going to hurt you. Okay, so you want to make sure that your thumb is out of the way. This thing slams shut with some authority, so be careful, all right? But this is your M1 Garand. Now what this is what they call a reclaimed rifle. Now what they mean by that is this receiver was originally a drill rifle, okay? And as a drill rifle, they put a little bit of spot weld here and there to make sure that you can't physically put ammunition in the gun. The gun actually was a working rifle, and then it was converted into a drill rifle by putting spot weld in a couple places so that you couldn't put ammunition in it. The process is called demilling. So this rifle was used for parade work, you know, putting it on your shoulder and all that other stuff. So as you can see, this is a big heavy piece of lumber. It's an excellent battle rifle. This is why we actually won World War II, because we were putting more rounds down range than any of the bad guys were. All right, so there's your gun. It is beautiful. It's a gorgeous piece of work. Okay, now on the last round on this follower comes all the way to the top and it locks this bolt back. So one of the things that happens when this thing is empty is that follower kicks that clip out the top and it goes ding, and you hear this audible ding, and it's one of the trademarks of this rifle, the M1 Garand. So it's a beautiful gun and it looks good, and it's going to give you many hours of really good service. If you're interested in one, contact the Civilian Marksmanship Program, or CMP. Hey everybody, Bill 1911 here. Hey listen, if you're watching this video, if you're enjoying it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, okay? That's really important to us. And make sure you like us, and by all means, come to visit us at AskBill1911.com.